programming.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Good.
Nice. We will be starting very shortly. If you want to call your friends, share the link to them.
Yeah, you can share the link. It is open for all. Like anyone can join.
Okay, Shadan, Peeyush, I guess you can start now. People will be joining.
Okay, bhaiya.
Please start.
Okay, so hello everyone. I am Peeyush Das,
I am Shadan.
and today we will be taking you guys in on a little tour to the world of app development, which has revolutionized the way we work, we connect, the way we live in this age. As you know, it is a digital age, and mobile and tablets are an integral part of our daily lives. And understanding the app development is not just a skill anymore. I would say it's rather a open gateway for limitless innovation. So whether it's shopping, let's say banking, social networking, entertainment, app has transformed our daily routines, right? Acha, before starting the session, I would like to ask you a question to all of you. Uh, Everyone has a smartphone, right? So whenever you unlock your device, what's the next thing you do? You can write in the chat box, or you can also unmute yourself. After unlocking your device, the next thing you do?
Open any app.
Yeah, right. That's right. After unlocking your device, the next thing you do is open an app, be it YouTube, Insta, Facebook, from Compass to calculator, from WhatsApp to Twitter. Everything is in your smartphone is an app, be it call app or message app. Now, I believe that app has become one of the most efficient way of doing things. Even for accessing the web, we need Chrome app, the browser app, right? So, have you ever wondered that what is the process behind developing the app? What are the framework used? How do we design the buttons or the pages navigation? So in this session, me and Shadan Bhaiya will give you a quick look on the process of app development. So let's begin. So why is app development important? App development provides us innovative solutions. You can see ordering food, booking tickets are just 2 or 3 clicks away from you. Like everyone has a smartphone, right? In today's world. So be it any work right now, it's just 2 or 3 clicks away from us. App has really integrated us all of us so well that we do not need to even step out of our room. The next is the business expansion. You can see the example of the large e-commerce site, Flipkart and Amazon. Everyone has their own app. And the user experience, the user will stick only to the app if it provides satisfaction and loyalty. So it is a very integral part during the app development. The next one is the basics. So what it takes to build an app, what is the process, what is the mindset? So first we need to first we need an idea. Why do we need to build an app? Be it if you want to solve a problem, serve someone. So that is the idea part. Next we do the design. in design we create that how the app should look, how should it behave, how should it function, how what should be the UI and UX of it, and then we actually code in the we actually do the coding part and develop it, and the last one is the testing. So there must be some bugs in the usability of the app, so we need to fix that, and at last we publish it to some web store like App Store or Google Play Store, and the next comes the maintenance. So these are the basics of the app development. Anyone building the app must keep these points in their brain. Moving on to the next slide, what are the tools required? So for a beginner, I would say there are only two basic tools required. One is the IDE and the other is the SDK. IDE stands for integrated development environment, and SDK stands for software development kit. So what is an IDE? IDE provides the environment for building an app, and what is an SDK? SDK provides the basic tools or frameworks that you need to build the app. And there's also one which is called the version control system. It's called Git, but you guys will have a separate session on Git and GitHub which will be in much more depth. For now, I would just say that a one guy cannot build a whole app, right? There are at least a group of people working on app. So to build an app in a group effectively, you will be requiring a Git. So next comes the platform of the apps. What platform we can build the app? Everyone knows there are majorly two players in this, which one is Android, other is the iOS. Now the native apps which are built on Android are built using Kotlin, and the native apps which are built on the iOS are built using Swift. Acha, tell me one thing: if I build an app using Kotlin, will it work on iOS or not? Or if I build an app using Swift, will it work on Android or not? Do you guys know about it, that we need to write separate code base for Android apps and iOS apps? Anyone?
Separate code.
Why do we need separate code for Android and iOS? You can also write in the chat box, by the way. Okay, no problem, because Android has its own set of limitations and frameworks which Kotlin provides, and iOS has its different set of frameworks. So it's not possible that if you write a code base using in Kotlin, it will work on iOS, or if you write a code base instead, it will work on Android. But now comes the cross-platform. For cross-platform framework, Shadan Bhaiya will take you on a better depth. What are cross-platform? For now, I am just saying that with the help of cross-platform, we just need to write a single code base, and it will work on both Android and iOS, which gives its edge on the two. So here are some pros and cons of the development framework. First, I will show over the iOS. It uses Swift framework. Swift provides a very secure and user-friendly environment, but its con is that whenever you try to publish any app on the App Store, it will charge you some cost. And also, if you join the Apple developer program, it is quite expensive compared to the Android one. Apple has some minimal fee to join its developer program. The next one is the Kotlin, which is used to develop the Android apps. So the pros of Android is it is the larger user base. Even if you see even if you have noticed that there are comparatively more number of Android phone users compared to the iOS. So if you build an Android app, you will reach to a more audience, and your app will have this more user base. And but the cons is the same, because various companies are building the same Android app, but each has its different specification, screen size, RAM. So you need to build an app that will work on all those different devices. So it can be sometimes a very hectic work to optimize a single app for all those devices. But in case of Apple, the standards are fixed, so comparatively it is more easy to build a Swift app compared to the Android or Kotlin app. The next one is the React Native and Flutter. These both are cross platform, and its edge is that with the help of a single code base, you can build app for both Android and Kotlin. But its cons is that if you are building a very large app which is very intense, with just very intense work, then it might not perform so well in Android or iOS compared to their native app, because native app are very well integrated in the system compared to the cross-platform apps. Now I'd like to call Shadan Bayer to take on the lead of for the cross-platform, which is Flutter. We will be talking about Flutter due to the time constraints only, and also the various projects in our college are based on Flutter. So we will taking a quick tour for the how to develop a Flutter app. Shadan, you may continue.
Yeah.
Hello.
So hello. Yeah. So hello, myself Shadan. If you have any doubts till now what Peeyush Bhaiya said, you can unmute yourself and ask now or drop in the chat box.
Okay, Sadan, I guess first just don't have access to chat box or something. Guys, do you have access to chat box? Can you write anything, please?
No, sir.
We
Uh,
No.
cannot write.
yeah, I don't think they have access to chat box. But like, if you have any doubts and you don't want to turn on your mic,
You
you
can unmute.
can drop it in the open community group. We'll check from there. But it is advisable, like you can turn on the mic and speak. It will be more interactive kind of session rather than just being us teaching you, right? So just try
Yeah.
to turn on the mic and ask any doubts if you have. Cool. You can continue, Shadan.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that like earlier, developers used to develop the same app for different operating system. Like Android के लिए एक ऐप बनाया, सेम चीज फॉर iOS, डिफरेंट कोड बेसिस है. अब अब अगर एक फीचर ऐड करना है वो लोगों को, तो सब में सारे कोड बेसिस में चेंज करना होगा. अगर सिमिलरली इफ यू वांट टू फिक्स अ बग, इफ यू वांट टू अपडेट द ऐप, ऐड एनी फीचर, डू एनीथिंग विद द ऐप, डिफरेंट कोड बेसिस में जाके डिफरेंट डिफरेंट चेंजेस करना है. लाइक बहुत लेंदी हो जा रहा था, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग एंड रिपीटेटिव हो रहा था. तो हियर कम्स टू द सेम फ्लटर. What Flutter did was, it is a cross-platform framework. What it does is that writes a single code base and it natively compiles to the operating system. Suppose आपका operating system Android है, आप लिखे डार्ट में हो, लेकिन वो कंपाइल हो रहा है Android में. iOS लिए तो iOS में कंपाइल हो रहा है. Now a real life example would be Google Pay. Like Google Pay का इतना सारा कोड बेसिस हो गया था कि डिफिकल्ट हो रहा था मेंटेन करने के लिए. तो Google built a framework on itself. Like Flutter is a framework of Google. Flutter built that so that it could maintain its code base. Now, the Google Pay which you use on day-to-day basis, it is built using Flutter. Without much further ado, we can jump on a hands-on session. You want? Can you guys see my screens?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the basic UI which we'll be building. Like UI, user interface. जो ऐप में खोलते हो ना, सबसे पहले जो दिखता है, लाइक जो भी दिख रहा है ना, वो यूआई होता है, यूजर इंटरफेस. यूजर हम लोग जो देख रहे हैं. बेसिकली ये बिल्ड करना है. तो एक zap.run करके एक तो वेबसाइट है, वो इट प्रोवाइड्स यू लाइक ऑल द फीचर्स टू बिल्ड एन ऐप. लाइक बेसिकली इतना पार्ट बोल रहे हो. Like what import does here is it imports the material package, whatever necessary widgets you use. Basically, first thing, understand that in Flutter everything is a widget. टेक्स्ट लिख रहे हो वो विजेट है, कंटेनर लिख रहे हो वो विजेट है, ऐप बार लिख रहे हो वो विजेट है, बटन लिख रहे हो वो विजेट है, सब कुछ विजेट है इधर पे. तो ये मटेरियल इंपोर्ट जो पैकेज कर रहे हो ना, इससे सारा विजेट्स आ जा रहा है तुम्हारे पास, तुम्हारे ऐप में. और फ्लटर सबसे पहले क्या डिटेक्ट करता है, ये मेन फंक्शन, ये वॉइड मेन वाला चीज. तो सबसे पहले उधर जाएगा, फिर रन ऐप में जो भी लिखा होगा वो विजेट में चले जाएगा. यहाँ पे माई ऐप लिखा हूँ. अब माई ऐप से मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा. stateless widget. अब रन करके देखते हैं क्या हुआ. प्लेस होल्डर है. प्लेस होल्डर लाइक डेवलप करने में काम आता है कि it is working fine or not. Like now what I've written here is that ये inbuilt code मिल जाएगा हमेशा. Stateless widget का है. Stateless widget is that kind of a widget which does not change its state. Like it is static. वो fix है. उसमें कुछ changes कभी नहीं होगा. हमेशा फिक्स है. एक टेक्स्ट लिख दिए वो वहीं पे वहीं है. ओपन कोड लिख दिए ओपन कोड वहीं है. उसका ना कभी फॉन्ट बड़ा होगा ना छोटा होगा. मटेरियल ऐप है. मटेरियल ऐप बेसिकली स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द ऐप होता है for Androids. Like for Androids, it is Material app. For iOS, it is Cupertino. For now, since we are building for Android, like we'll focus on that Material app, and then we can write home where it will start. Like home will be a scaffold. Scaffold is basically a blank page. Now, in the blank page, we can do anything. I want to add a app bar. App bar is an attribute. We can write app bar. Now, this capital app bar is a widget. Now, here I can give a title. In title, I can give a text. Text I can give open code. Is anyone having any doubt regarding these things till now, whatever I've done?
Bro, please repeat from first once.
Yeah, basically see this statement you understood. Import package material dot. Basically, this imports all the necessary widgets you need to build your app. You will import much more widgets, but this is like the basic set of widgets. You can build any basic app using this package, material.dot package. And this you don't have to remember, like by heart नहीं करना है, याद नहीं करना है. ये वो दे देगा आपको. एक्सटेंशंस रहेगा आपका एंड्रॉइड स्टूडियो में, VS कोड में, ये वेबसाइट में भी एक्सटेंशंस है. मतलब हो जाएगा. याद रखो कि मटेरियल डॉट सारा सारा विजेट्स आ जाता है. नाउ इन द मेन फंक्शन फ्लटर सबसे पहले मेन फंक्शन में गया. अब वहां पे रन ऐप क्या किया, माई ऐप. माई ऐप इज अ विजेट. विजेट में गया, ये माई ऐप है. इट इज अ स्टेटलेस विजेट. लाइक इट विल नॉट चेंज. खाली यूआई दिखेगा. मतलब एक ही पेज है और वो स्टैटिक है. उसमें कुछ चेंज नहीं हो रहा है. वो जो दिख रहा है वही है. लाइक तुम लोग यूज होगा ना इंस्टाग्राम या फेसबुक या व्हाट्सएप, तो क्लिक करते हो तो अंदर जाता है. इसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. ये खाली स्टैटिक रहेगा अभी, स्टेटलेस विजेट. और ये सब कंस्ट्रक्टर इतना सोचने का नहीं है. ये डिलीट भी कर सकते हो इसको. फिर ये बिल्ड मेथड है. यहाँ से अभी विजेट बिल्ड होना स्टार्ट हो रहा है. ये अभी डीप में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. मतलब बाद में समझ में आएगा ये बिल्ड मेथड कैसे काम करता है जब स्टेट फुल विजेट के बारे में पढ़ोगे तो. नाउ एवरीथिंग विल रिटर्न समथिंग. नाउ मटेरियल ऐप. मटेरियल ऐप क्या करता है कि ये एंड्रॉइड के लिए, लाइक iOS के लिए अगर चेंज करना होगा तो खाली क्यूपर्टिनो लिखना है. बाकी सब कुछ पूरा कोड बेस सेम है. खाली मटेरियल ऐप हो जाए क्यूपर्टिनो हो जाएगा. नाउ होम में कहेंगे, फिर स्कैफोल्ड जाएंगे. स्कैफोल्ड बेसिकली एक ब्लैंक पेज दे दिया मेरे को. ब्लैंक पेज में मेरे को क्या क्या डालना है, ऐप बार डालना है. ऐप बार बेसिकली जो स्टार्टिंग में दिख रहा है ना, ओपन कोड रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म, बेसिकली ये ऐप बार है. ऐप बार का टाइटल रहेगा. आप कुछ लीडिंग में भी डाल सकते हैं. उतना अभी सोचने का नहीं है. यू कैन ट्राई दिस थिंग्स आउट, बट दिस इज लाइक द बेसिक थिंग. Like this in the corner you are seeing a debug thing. You can also remove that. Now you can come to the body part. In the body part, first what you will do is that you can build a column widget. See here what I have to do is have to build one by one, like first image, then this, then this. It is in a column. You can see it. Are you guys understanding? Hello.
Yes, भैया. Please continue.
So basically एक एक करके है ना, सब एक एक के नीचे है, तो कैसे बिल्ड करेंगे? कॉलम में बिल्ड करेंगे. हाँ. सो कॉलम विल हैव चिल्ड्रन, लाइक ये चिल्ड्रन एट्रीब्यूट है, सब प्री रिटन कोड्स मिलेगा, मतलब वो एक्सटेंशन रहेगा. कॉलम में बहुत सारे चिल्ड्रन रहेंगे, मतलब सिर्फ एक थोड़ी ना विजेट रहेगा वहाँ पे. नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू हियर इज दैट यू कैन मेक अ कंटेनर. एक्चुअली कंटेनर क्या है, एक बॉक्स टाइप है, उसमें आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो. उसका हाइट बढ़ा सकते हो, विड्थ बढ़ा सकते हो, कलर डाल सकते हो, इमेज डाल सकते हो, टेक्स्ट डाल सकते हो, बटन डाल सकते हो. लाइक थिंक एनीथिंग, इट इज अ बॉक्स, यू कैन डू एनीथिंग विद इट. जैसा जैसा काम है वैसे कर सकते हो उसका. नाउ इधर पे मुझे क्या करना है, इमेज डालना है, क्योंकि वहां पे इमेज था. image.asset. Now first I have to import an image folder, like create an image folder here. Create directly images, and then upload an image. Like you can, if you have it locally, you can do it locally, or if you have it like from the web, if you want, you can also import images from the web. Now, there's one more file called pubspec.yaml file. This file you use, you have to tell the Flutter that any other file other than the inbuilt widgets of Flutter, if you're using, you have to tell the Flutter that you're using that. Here, in this part, here in the assets, I've added one image. Image तो पहले से नहीं था ना Flutter के पास, ये तो मैं ऐड किया हूँ, तो बताना पड़ेगा उसको कि image भी include कर लो. ये किसके अंदर है, lib के अंदर है. lib फोल्डर के अंदर, images फोल्डर के अंदर मेरे पास एक इमेज है, और वो इमेज का नाम अभी मैं नहीं बता रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे बता दूंगा. image.asset. image.asset भी एक तो विजेट है जो कि इमेज लाएगा. ये हो गया. रन करके देखते हैं कैसा चल रहा है. ये जो अभी मैं रन कर रहा हूँ, ये हॉट रिलोड है. हॉट रिलोड एक बहुत अच्छा फंक्शनैलिटी है फ्लटर का, जो हेल्प करता है टू फॉर फास्टर डेवलपमेंट. लाइक यू कैन सी वट एवर इज हैपनिंग ऑन द गो. अभी इमेज नहीं है, क्यों नहीं आया? पहले इसको ऊपर से साइज दे देते थोड़ा, 20 पिक्सल. ये क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे मैं क्या किया, ओपन कोड में कैपिटल सी कर दिया, लेकिन जबकि इमेज
ब्रो
का स्मॉल सी है, तो ये ओपन कोड होना
ब्रो एक
चाहिए.
बार रिपीट कर दोगे?
हाँ,
हाँ रिपीट कर दोगे एक बार वो prospect.yml का?
pubspec.yml. देखो
ये
कुछ नहीं है, बस इतना समझो, ये फाइल को आपको तब अपडेट करना होगा, बताना पड़ेगा फ्लटर को कि मैं कुछ नया चीज ला रहा हूँ जो तुम्हारे पास नहीं है अभी. फ्लटर के पास बहुत सारे इनबिल्ट विजेट है ना, टेक्स्ट है, कंटेनर है, बहुत कुछ है फ्लटर के पास. अब तुमको कोई इमेज यूज करना है जो फ्लटर के पास नहीं है, जैसे मेरे को अभी ओपन कोड यूज करना था, उसके पास थोड़ी ना है, तो मेरे को बताना पड़ेगा कि इमेजेस फोल्डर भी इंक्लूड करो. ये एसेट्स फोल्डर में करते हैं. नाउ अब ये तो पूरा बाहर चल गया. ये व्हाइट व्हाइट ये दिख रहा है, येलो ब्लैक लाइंस. हेलो, या क्लियर हुआ क्या फर्स्ट विथ कैमल जो पूछ रहा था? हेलो, क्लियर हो गया ना?
हाँ
तो हाइट में कुछ स्पेसिफाई कर देता हूँ, लाइक 150, फिर दे देता हूँ 50। ये एक्चुअली बाद में तुम रेशियो डालोगे कंटेनर 100 डिजिट यूज करके, लेकिन अभी के लिए इतना कर दो, इतना बहुत रहेगा। अभी देखो ये ओवरफ्लो कर रहा था, वो ओवरफ्लो नहीं करेगा क्योंकि उसका मैं कंटेनर में डाला पहले, उसके अंदर उसका हाइट बोल दिया, एक बॉक्स का हाइट है मेरा 150 बाय 150, एंड उसके अंदर एक इमेज डाल दो ये वाला ओपन कोड का, बस। दिस पार्ट ऑफ द कोड डिनोट्स दैट। समझ में आ रहा है सबको? बीच में जाता है ये मेन एक्सिस से क्या हुआ, कॉलम का मेन एक्सिस क्या है, कॉलम वाला वर्टिकल लाइन, अब उसको बीच में ले आया, ये नीचे आ गया, मतलब ये क्रॉस एक्सिस होना चाहिए। After this, you can add a text field. देखो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या बना रहे थे, ऐसा कुछ, तो इसमें क्या है, एक तो टेक्स्ट फील्ड है, यहाँ पे आप कुछ भी नाम वाम लिख सकते हो ना, तो एक टेक्स्ट फील्ड डालना होगा। टेक्स्ट फील्ड के अंदर क्या आएगा, पहले तो एक साइज बॉक्स डालो। साइज बॉक्स क्या करता है समझ में आया सबको? साइज बॉक्स बेसिकली एक बॉक्स है, एम्प्टी बॉक्स, जो कि आपको लाइक कंटेनर का विजेट्स को स्पेसिंग में हेल्प करता है। डाल दो 20 पिक्सल, हाइट 20 पिक्सल, मतलब एक बॉक्स है जिसका कोई विड्थ नहीं है, बस हाइट है। हाइट 20 पिक्सल है, विथ इंफिनिटी टाइप है, मतलब पूरा स्क्रीन का साइज है। तो ऊपर के जितने भी विजेट्स है, नीचे के जितने भी विजेट्स है, उसको 20 पिक्सल से सेपरेट कर दिया अभी। अब टेक्स्ट फील्ड है, देखो अब टेक्स्ट फील्ड कैसा आएगा। देखो ऐसा है अभी, इसमें कुछ भी लिख सकते हो, लेकिन ये क्या है, बहुत गंदा दिख रहा है अभी। अब इसको स्टाइलिंग करते हैं। स्टाइलिंग कैसे करेंगे, टेक्स्ट फील्ड का डेकोरेशन के थ्रू। डेकोरेशन में इनपुट का डेकोरेशन करना है हम लोग को, वो लिख देंगे। फिर लेबल करना है हम लोग को कुछ, लेबल टेक्स्ट। लेबल टेक्स्ट क्या करना है हम लोग को, पहले नेम चाहिए, नेम कर दिया। फिर फिर क्या चाहिए, हिंट टेक्स्ट। हिंट में आ जाएगा एंटर योर नेम। फिर फोकस बॉर्डर कर सकते हैं हम लोग। बेसिकली डेकोरेशन समझ रहे हो ना, स्टाइलिंग कर रहे हैं इसमें। इनपुट डेकोरेशन कैसा आएगा, देखो अभी देख दिखा दे रहा हूँ कैसे कैसे बन रहा है अभी। लेवल टेक्स्ट नेम डाला तो उसका नेम आ गया ऊपर में, और हिंट टेक्स्ट डाला मतलब वो फील्ड के अंदर एंटर योर नेम लिखे रहेगा। हिंट टेक्स्ट बेसिकली हिंट दे रहा है आपको इसके अंदर क्या होना चाहिए, देखो आ गया। लेकिन अभी भी गंदा दिख रहा है थोड़ा, इसको और अच्छा कैसे करें। इसको आप डाल सकते हैं इसके लिए, यू गाइस आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग राइट? इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट, लाइक अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड आस्क। देखो इसमें क्या क्या हुआ अभी, नेम है, ईमेल है, एक बटन है, और नीचे एक टेक्स्ट है। इधर भी हम लोग वही करना है, एक पहले टेक्स्ट फील्ड डालना है नेम के लिए, फिर ईमेल के लिए, फिर एक उसके लिए बटन। जैसे देखो अभी क्या होगा, इनेबल्ड बॉर्डर्स क्या हुआ, ये अभी स्टार्टिंग में ही वो दिखेगा आपको, आउटलाइंस आ जाएगा। और फोकस बॉर्डर से क्या होगा, जब क्लिक करोगे तो वो बॉर्डर आएगा। अभी देखो ये नेम हुआ ना, नेम अंदर है, नेम बाहर चले गया, वो लेबल टेक्स्ट से हुआ। नाउ it is not looking still good. I want to make it like a little bit of center. So text field को आप padding से wrap कर दीजिए। padding का एक attribute है, ये बहुत error throw करेगा। देखो padding जो है single child widget होता है, like padding का एक ही मतलब child is basically उसके अंदर कितना widgets हो सकता है। कॉलम में तो बहुत सारे चीज हो सकते हैं, रो में बहुत सारे चीज हो सकते हैं, लेकिन पैडिंग में एक ही विजेट चलाएगा। In the left I want like let's say 20 pixel, in the right let's say 20 pixel, top let's say 20 pixel, and bottom I'm not given. Now how it should look. Yeah, but the corners are like you can see the edges, right? It is very sharp edges. We can also make that circular. For that, inside the focus border, we'll use border radius. Ten pixels will be a lot. A lot. Now let's run our app and see how it will look. बेसिकली अभी एजेस को मैं कर्व कर दिया, देखो बॉर्डर रेडियस क्या किया, बॉर्डर बॉर्डर मतलब बॉर्डर, उसका रेडियस इसको कर्व कर दिया, सर्कुलर सर्कुलर। देखो now I want to give some spacing between name and email. I'm adding another email here, so I want a space in between, right? I'll add a space. I'll add a height of 20 pixels. Now it will give me a height of 20 pixels. Now the same thing, I just want to change it to email. So what I can do here is that I can copy this entire thing and just paste it one more time. Like same thing again. And here I have to change it to email. Enter your email. Yeah. See, but the spacing now looks too much. Okay. We can remove that also by removing the size box. Like size box was giving us a box, like in between two widgets, we are giving a spacing. We can remove the size box, and instead of size box, inside the padding, we can add like how much size, how much space we want in between. Now the text field is ready, the email field is ready. Now what we want to do? Add a button. You can see here, like here is a button, and then here is a text. How can we add a button? Any guesses? Are you guys understanding? You can ask.
Sir,
Interact करो, बोलो बोलो क्या राउट है।
Sir, how to change the font type under that name and email?
Font
Means the font type.
under the name and email. Like you want to
Yeah.
change this, enter your name. Acha.
Yeah, I want to
That
change
also
the
you can
font
change.
type.
Yeah. You can change the font type using label. Font. Wait. So, font weight. Font weight will change. Like what error it is showing? Elevated button. I didn't give anything. I was building that. Yeah. It will throw an error. So when I will press that, see there, this email font is changed, right? Your question was
Yes,
to
sir.
change the
Got it.
font size and font weight, right? Like you want to make it
Yes,
bold,
sir. Only the font
plus
type.
you want to make it bigger. That's only the font type. Like you can remove this font
Only
weight.
the font type I was
Acha. Yes, you can add like in the label style, whatever you're labeling, the style property you can change it. Like label text to label style, hint text, there is another thing. You can remove the size from here. It will make it much worse. Font weight. This I have written font weight W.W900. There are many other things like now W800, W600. Yeah. So elevated button, right? Press. I want to write here a text, right? Submit. Now how it will look. See, the spacing is not enough. I should change the space, right? Now I can change the space to, let's say, 20 pixel. Now the spacing will be all right, I guess. After every widget, you must write a comma, otherwise it will throw an error. Suppose without comma, if I write a new widget, like here I want to add a text. I'm writing a text. It will give me an error. The red line, it gives me an error. After comma, it won't give me an error. Like now I can write any text which I want. And use any widget. And write this is basically just a text. Now you can also style this. See now how it will look. I didn't give a size box. Now, so what you are projecting now? What will happen? Just below submit button, it is coming. Plus the font size is also not good. So two things we need to do here. After submit button, there should be a spacing. Size box again. What size box is doing, you understand, right? If we give only the height property, it will take only that height and width will be the entire thing size. If we give only width property, width will be that size and height will be the entire screen size. Now give it a height property. Let's say 15 pixels. Plot. And here we can style it. For styling, just write style and then text the style. So text style. And now you can start with your styling. You want the font size to be greater. Make it 18 pixel. You want make it 20 pixel. You can also make it bold. You can color the text. See, even 2 big. 18 pixel would be all right. So now we can color it also. What do you want? Should we color it or not? Like the text.
We
What do
should
you want?
color it.
Should I color it?
Yes,
For
yes.
coloring, just you can add a color property. Color property, colors dot, say the color, like what color which you want. Don't say white, it will become like the background is
Blue
white,
or
so
black?
it will blue or black. So blue. Let's do blue. It will change the every text color. Like the whole made with whatever I wrote, the whole text color will change. See here, you can change also pick a color. See on press here is a like yeah. In elevated button, I've given an on press function. On press function basically helps you to do any task which you want to change. Like suppose on press, I want the name of the friend, email of the friend to go to somewhere else. Like I want to store it. I want to send it to the backend. I want to do anything with it. I can do using on press. Like here will be the logic of everything which I want to do. Like in do you guys, if you guys know anything about web dev, like you have JavaScript, right? So you can relate something to JavaScript for on press. It's not exactly the same, but yeah. So now we have built something. Now we can also remove that debug thing. It is not looking good. How we'll remove that? In the material app, we can change the theme of the app, entire app, and we can change the routes. We can do many things here, like show debug manner. Show check banner. I can set it to false. Like this debug, you can see it on the top, like in the app bar, a debug thing is written. I want to remove it. It doesn't look professional at all. Now I've removed that. Now, yeah, that is pretty much like. If you guys have any question, you can drop it. Unmute yourself and ask. You
I
guys
hope you guys
understood, like
enjoyed today's session.
you can drop in the community, WhatsApp community here, unmute yourself, ask, do anything.
Everyone, can you please turn on your camera video? We'll take a quick picture screenshot here of for today's session. Just turn your camera on. Yeah, nice. Nice to see you all, guys.
Nice to see you all. Yeah. We got a gist, right? Like what is Flutter? क्या हो रहा है, widgets कैसे move कर रहे हैं.
Bhaiya, can you tell us how do we start?
But sir, can the
I
entire
don't
thing be
understand
done
what
using
the
VS
Bhaiya
Code?
was telling and all.
Yeah, say one at a time. Like say once.
Okay, I will go first. What I'm saying, Bhaiya, I understood most of the thing you told, but how can we start? Like, I've started coding. I'm coding in C++. Like, how can I get into this?
How can you get into this? Like there are many tutorials you can follow. Like at the beginning, just follow a simple basic tutorial, and then on the way, when you learn how to read docs, you will prefer that. Like there is Flutter docs is the best thing you will get in Flutter. You can go to just write
Like,
in the Google Flutter
hmm.
docs. You'll get that. And regarding
You are
that,
there in open code community, right?
Yes, sir.
We have shared the resources for app dev. You can check that out too.
yeah, you can check. That is really good. We have shown all the tutorials, like free tutorials, paid tutorials. You can explore anything which you want.
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah, ask.
Sir, can the entire thing be done using VS Code?
Yes, 100%. This I just showed you. Like suppose you want to try just app dev कि क्या होता है, देखते हैं क्या होता है, तो वेबसाइट में कर लिया. लेकिन usually people do in Android Studio or VS Code. Like there are many ideas, but these are two are the most popular ones.
Okay, sir.
बेसिकली 20 GB या बहुत सारे एक्सटेंशन डाउनलोड करना, वो सब में टाइम लगेगा. वेबसाइट में खोल के आप देख लिए कि क्या क्या करना है, कैसे कैसे कर सकते हो, तो इजी पड़ा बस. इट्स नॉट,
तुम लोग को एक टेस्ट मिल
यू
गया
प्रिफर दैट ओनली.
कि क्या होता
हाँ
है.
वही टेस्ट मिल गया समझो.
Bro, where you can get the recorded
Okay,
class?
या विल शेयर दैट in the group
Actually,
also.
it's here in the
Yeah.
MS Teams only. If after this meet, you can see the recorded team. Everything will be there in the meet only. We are also part of the teams, right? You can see the recording of the previous classes also. If not, we'll share it. Like we'll make a doc or something and share recording of every classes. Don't worry, we'll do that in the community group. Make sure you are part of that group.
Right.
We'll share everything that is covered here, or that all the resources you need will be sent in the community group. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask first. I guess it's
Yeah.
lunchtime now.
Yeah, you can ask question now. If you like, if later you have any question, you can drop in the community. You guys are all in the
Yeah.
community group, right? Open code community.
Open code
Yes,
community.
sir.
Yeah. Feel free
We
to
would be
drop any
happy to
questions
help
there.
you.
Yeah.
Sir, then after this class, we will be given some tasks.
Yeah, we'll send you the task shortly.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I guess that's it from our side. Let's wrap up today.
Let's set up.
Thank you guys for joining and staying till the last.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.